Are we culprits or victims? Yes, that is a question I would like to ask you for today. And what do I mean? What I mean is that when we look at how things are, many people, I will not say everybody, because you and I know that there are people who are really enjoying. So many people in the nation of Ghana or in our country are really crying. Without doubt, there are high levels of economic crisis that we have. Things are not really in the state that we all anticipated or would have all loved that our nation should be having. So many people are complaining. And then, should I say, the masses are suffering. But I would like to ask that this kind of sufferings we are enduring or going through, are we, the citizens, are we culprits or we are victims? Are we on the suffering end as victims or we are culprits, or both? Let me know your thoughts on this subject. The reason is because when we are given the opportunity to vote, which is our way of appointing our leaders, let us be truthful to ourselves that what are the parameters we consider to elect our leaders. Mostly it is around either religious lines, it is around partisan lines, it is around tribal lines. Hardly do we consider the integrity of those contestants or candidates, not to even talk of the vision that they have. We hardly consider the excellence or the excellency of their visions. We don't consider these things. We rather consider the attachment to our political parties. We consider the attachment to our tribes. And then we consider possibly the attachment to our religious affiliations. When we finish this way of electing or appointing our leaders, then when they are messing up because they are not visionary, because they are selfish and not selfless, we then complain that we are suffering. So the question is, are we culprits or are we victims? How can we be the kingmakers? We have the opportunity because it is a democratic rule and not a military rule where it is by brute force. But we have the opportunity to re-elect our leaders. What should we be looking at if we happen to be the kingmakers? Should we not be considering or recalibrating our minds when it comes to the very basis and how we elect our leaders, rather than electing them anyhow and then waiting when they are messing up, then we will be crying foul as though those leaders were forced onto us? Let me know what you think. Whether we are culprits or we are victims of the economic crisis we are going through as a people. Very, very important. And all these series of conversations, do well and then share, and do well and then comment. It is onto a particular end that we will all be involved in changing the narrative as far as the trajectory that our nation Ghana is on. Stay blessed.